You know, somewhere along the line, this magical number 10,000 steps a day became the gold standard for fitness. But if you are over 50, let me tell you something important. That number might not actually be the best for you. Not only is it not necessary, but blindly chasing it could even do more harm than good. Hey, I am really glad you are here, because today we are cutting through the noise. We're going to talk about how many steps you really need to walk daily after 50 to improve your health, maintain strength, and stay independent as you grow older. This is for you or for someone you love who cares about senior health and wants to age with confidence and energy. So let's get into it. First, have you ever wondered where the 10,000 step rule even came from? It actually started as part of a marketing campaign in Japan back in the 1960s. A pedometer was released called the Manpaké, which literally means 10,000 steps meter. There was no science behind it, just a catchy, round number, and somehow it stuck. But what science is now showing us, especially when it comes to senior health, is that the right number of daily steps is not about hitting an arbitrary goal. It is about movement that fits your body, your age, and your overall well-being. Now, let's get to the heart of the question. How many steps should you actually be walking each day once you cross the age of 50? The truth is, you do not need 10,000 steps. In fact, trying to hit that number every day can actually be overwhelming, especially if you are managing joint pain, fatigue, or other common health concerns that come with aging. For most seniors, the sweet spot lies somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 steps per day. Yes, you heard that right. And it is not just guesswork. This is backed by science. One large-scale study published in JAMA Internal Medicine followed thousands of adults over the age of 50 and found something fascinating. People who walked around 7,000 steps per day had a dramatically lower risk of early death compared to those who walked less than 4,000. But here's the kicker. When people went beyond 8,000 or even 9,000 steps, the added benefits started to level off. In other words, more was not necessarily better. This is incredibly important for senior health, because what it tells us is that your body responds beautifully to moderate, consistent movement. You do not need to push for extreme numbers to enjoy real, long-term benefits. And when you look at it practically, 7,000 steps equals about 3 to 3.5 miles a day, depending on your stride. That could be a 30-minute morning walk, a short afternoon stroll, and just moving around your home or garden in the evening. The goal is not to exhaust yourself. It is to keep your body in motion throughout the day in a way that feels sustainable. If you're already getting value from this video, then I encourage you to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. And also, don't forget to like and share the video. Now, some people might ask, what if I can only manage for 1,000 or 5,000 steps a day? That is okay too. It is not an all or nothing situation. Even smaller amount of walking are far better than being sedentary. And studies show that even increasing your steps by just 1,000 per day can significantly improve cardiovascular health in seniors. And here is something else to consider. It is not just about how many steps you take, but how regularly you take them. A senior who takes 6,000 steps every single day will see far more benefits than someone who pushes for 12,000 once or twice a week and then does nothing on the other days. Consistency is king. Routine beats intensity. And that is what supports balance, bone health, circulation, and cognitive function as we age. So instead of chasing 10,000 steps and burning yourself out, think about building a lifestyle where movement happens naturally. That is what keeps you mobile, independent, and full of energy well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Because after 50, it is not about how far you can push your body. It is about how well you can protect it. So, Why does walking become even more important as we get older? The answer is simple. Movement is medicine, especially for senior health. After the age of 50, a lot of natural changes start happening in the body. Muscle mass gradually decreases, bone density starts to drop, metabolism slows down, and our joints may not feel as smooth and flexible as they once did. Even our balance and coordination can begin to decline without us realizing it. But here's the good news. Walking is one of the most effective ways to slow down these changes. Walking strengthens your muscles without putting too much strain on your joints. It keeps your heart pumping and your blood flowing, which improves circulation and helps regulate blood pressure. For seniors, this is critical not just for heart health, but for preventing conditions like stroke, diabetes, and even certain forms of dementia. But that is not all. Walking also helps protect your mental health. Studies have shown that daily walking can reduce anxiety and symptoms of depression, improve sleep, and even enhance memory and focus. When you move your body, you stimulate the release of feel-good chemicals like endorphins and serotonin. Natural mood boosters have become especially important as we age. And if you are walking outside, even better. Exposure to sunlight increases vitamin D levels, and simply being in nature can lower stress hormones. In short, walking touches almost every aspect of senior health, from mobility to mood, from bone strength to brain function. And unlike more intense forms of exercise, walking is safe, accessible, and low impact. That is why steps are not just a number. They are a way to stay connected to life. They help you stay strong enough to lift your grandkids, steady enough to climb the stairs, confident enough to keep living on your own terms. And that kind of freedom, that is priceless. Here is what I recommend. Aim for around 7,000 steps a day. That is the sweet spot for most seniors. You can break it up, maybe a morning walk, a walk after lunch, and one in the evening. But do not just think about the number. Focus on the quality of your steps. Walk with intention. Keep your posture upright. Let your arms swing naturally. Breathe deeply. Make it a habit, not a chore, and make it enjoyable. Walk with a friend. Listen to music. Explore new routes. When walking becomes something you look forward to, it stops feeling like exercise and starts becoming a part of your lifestyle. Now, I want to quickly mention this because some people think more is always better. But if you're feeling unusually tired, if your joints are hurting after every walk, or if you find yourself needing days to recover, that is a red flag. It might mean you are pushing too hard. Remember, movement should restore you, not wear you down. Especially for seniors, joint health, energy levels, and stability all matter more than step count alone. So if you have been trying to hit 10,000 steps every day and beating yourself up when you do not, give yourself a little grace. You do not need to chase numbers. You need to build momentum. And for senior health, it is about sustainable steps, ones that make you feel strong, not sore, steady, not stressed. So, how many steps are you walking right now? Are you already close to that sweet spot? Or maybe you are just starting out? Let me know in the comment. And if you found this video helpful, then I encourage you to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Also, don't forget to share with someone that might need this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.